Alrighty. What's up, scumbutt fuckers? And that means you. What's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for this late night video right here on Kill of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. And tap the bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. So do it now. And if you missed anything, well, go back a few videos, and that's all I can say about that. And if you missed any content that I've done over the last week, just click on my channels and go to the latest video on my home pages. That's all I can say about that, motherfucker. All right, it's hot. It's still hot. You got a heat wave here in the Northeast, and as you can tell, I'm fucking hot as fuck. But as you know, you knew that already, and that's why the ladies love me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this hot, steamy, late Monday night, June the 7th, 2021, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, June the 8th, 2021, it is time for your late night, Monday night Raw review for June the 7th, 2021, from the Thunderdome not Orlando, it's in Tampa, Florida, at the Youngling Center, once again. All right. First Raw of June, at the halfway point of the year, and only got a few more shows at the Thunderdome before the WWE goes on the road, beginning on July the 16th in Houston, Texas for SmackDown. And then they got Money in the Bank 2 days after that, and then Raw in Dallas, Texas, and then they'll be on the road for the foreseeable future. And they announced that SummerSlam is going to be on Saturday, August the 21st, I believe, 21st, 22nd, at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, where the Raiders play. So that's going to be awesome. So, it's the same night as the Manny Pacquiao fight. Go figure that one out, but it is what it is. Saturday, August the 21st, SummerSlam comes your way, and we'll see what happens with that. So a lot of stuff going on in the world of the WWE. We found out that the draft is going to be at the end of August. I believe it's August the 30th on Raw. I believe that's from Oklahoma City. And SmackDown on night 2 of the draft will be September 3rd. I forget where that's going to be, but it is what it is. So, yeah, the WWE draft's coming back. Whoop-de-damn-do! I don't give a shit about the draft. Well, it should not be a draft. Because people go to Raw, they go from Raw to SmackDown, or SmackDown to Raw. Same fucking matches, same fucking rematches. Pathetic. It's a pathetic waste of 2 nights. Unless they bring up, they use NXT this time. People go from Raw to SmackDown, or Raw to, SmackDown to Raw, or SmackDown to NXT, or Raw to NXT, or NXT to Raw, or NXT to SmackDown. Make it easier. So, you never know. By the end of the summer, you might see a guy named Adam Cole, baby, come up to the main roster, or the lovely Io Shirai. But we'll see. There could be some other people coming up from Raw and SmackDown. From NXT, I should say, not Raw and SmackDown, but it is what it is. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, yeah, the draft's coming back. Whoop-de-damn freaking you. And late August. And more dates have been announced for where Raw and SmackDown are going to be. So, get your tickets now. Not that's going to come to New York anytime soon, but soon. Hopefully by the end of the year. But for Raw and SmackDown and a pay-per-view here and there. But that's for all companies, including AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor. Hopefully Ring of Honor comes back. They do come back to New York. I hope it's Final Battle, and hopefully I can go. But I have never missed a Final Battle ever since Ring of Honor, came to New York with our Final Battle. But it is what it is. So now don't mention last year because of the pandemic, but it is what it is. That doesn't count. So hopefully, Final Battle 2021 will be in New York City. Coming back to Philadelphia soon. I think the late summer. So that's gonna be nice. Going back to Philly. I don't know where. I think at the 2300 Center. I think not the ECW Arena, which they should go to, but it is what it is. So that's that. So yeah. So all the companies are coming back, going on tour. Impact's gonna have fans for Slammiversary. That's awesome. Now, if we can get CCW to come back with fans, that'll be awesome. Because there's rumors of CCW coming back. Just don't know when, or with fans, or if we're gonna even get freaking Cage of Death this year. It is what it is. But if you want like Tournament of Death, well, you had to go to GCW this past weekend. At the Showboat Casino in Atlantic City for a Tournament of Survival, which I think Alex Colon won for the third year in a row. And the big thing coming out of that show was Nick Gage, after he successfully defending his title against Jimmy Lloyd. Some hooded figure came out. We all, he was like, doing the John Moxley, stuff. And then everyone's like, yo, John Moxley's in Atlantic City. Holy shit. Takes his mask off, and it's Zack Ryder. Or Matt Cardona, whatever you want to call him. So, yeah. So, Matt Cardona makes his debut in GCW, attacking Nick Gage. Hits him with the freaking paradigm shift. And the fans just went berserk. I'm not talking good berserk. I mean, they wanted to freaking kill him. So instead of getting killed by the fans, the next GCW show that, this match does happen with Matt Cardona and Nick Gage, you can say goodbye to Zack Ryder. The man formerly known as Zack Ryder. You can say bye-bye to his life because he's about to die. Nick Gage is going to fuck him up. Unless Cage has a friend in John Moxley, and Moxley comes to that match and costs, God forbid, freaking Matt Cardona wins the GCW heavyweight title. Good Lord. But, yeah, I think that's, Gage is going to fuck Cardona up. And then, going to wait for that epic death match we've all been waiting for, Nick Gage and Moxley, probably by the summertime. Well, it is summertime, but maybe in August or September. I can't wait for that one. That's going to be... You thought ultra-violent? Because GCW can get fucking ultra-violent. Not like Japan violent, but you know what I mean. And you got two ultra-violent guys, and Nick Gage and John Moxley. Imagine the shit they can do to each other. I mean, I've seen it before in CZW when Moxley was like a little bitty witty whack boy, and Gage was like still freaking, starting. I don't think he was starting out, but we like before it became fucking Nick fucking Gage. You know what I mean? But the wars they had in CCW, holy shit! But I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Nick Gage and fucking John Moxley. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's it, man. You want hardcore, you want ultra violent, you go watch GCW or go to GCW, wherever it may be. Come to a city near you. Mostly it's in Jersey, but they're going to they're going to Texas, they're going to Indianapolis for 4th of July weekend. So it'll be around the country. But next time if you're in Jersey, go to the Showboat Hotel and Casino. Go watch some fucking hardcore shit. Because Tournament Survivor was pretty, in my eyes, it was pretty good. I did see some of it, but I saw the whole tournament, which I think Alex Colon won for the 3rd year in a row. And other than that, I saw bits and pieces of Nick Gage and Jimmy Lloyd, hardcore, bashing each other with freaking light tubes and glass and panes of glass and pizza slicers and fucking people are nuts, but it is what it is. But yeah, so GCW, ICW, I mean, it is what it is. So got some good fucking hardcore wrestling here in the Northeast. You can't find it anywhere else. That's all I can say about that. And don't forget that Onita match from what's it called? A death match from hell. I think he called it. Is July 4th weekend. I think it's called the death match from hell. And if Onita loses, he has to burn his trademark jacket. And the other guy, I think his name is Abdullah. If he loses, I forget what the stipulation with him is. He has to burn something. Something like it is what it is. But it is what it is. And that match is gonna be. Ugh. Oh, if you know Onita, and you know what the crazy shit he does, and if they're calling this the death match from hell, you can expect bombs, exploding barbed wire, fire, maybe piranhas, maybe sharks. I don't know. Hopefully Onita wins, but it looks like Onita is what 70-something years old. I think it's time to stop, especially with the hardcore stuff. But man, the wars he's had back in the '90s. Man, the last time we saw Onita in the States was him and no, was it? I think it was in the States. It was him and my good buddy what's his name? Matt Tremont. And Tremont hit freaking Onita with a barbed wire, exploding barbed wire bat in the face, by the way. That's all I gotta say about that. So, thankfully Matt Tremont didn't get the living, crap kicked out of him and die in that match. I told him, don't die. He said, no, I won't. Don't worry. Well, yeah, this story is going to be explosive. No pun intended with that one. Especially with, the Onita match in Japan, in FMWE, they're calling it. It is what it is. So, enough about that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to your Monday night Raw review for tonight. Well, a couple hours ago. So let's get into it. And tonight, kids, well, as Hawk used to say, well, another week, another shit show. I mean, what else is new with WWE these days? I got the replay on now, so I could care less, So I'm not gonna do a watch along. I'm just gonna read my notes and that's it. I'm done with this crappy federation. Is just lovely. We all love WWE, don't we? It is what it is. And, all the fucking WWE marks are laughing at at the AEW fans because AEW got 466,000 views for Dynamite this past Friday night. Oof. Rough, man. It's just rough. I know all the next 2 weeks, this week, this coming Friday night, and next Friday night are taped. They're already taped, those episodes of Dynamite, so not live. Even though, they'll probably say, "Oh, we're live from Daily Slice," you know what that means. But they wanted to have the Kenny Omega Jungle Boy World Title match live in front of fans on a Saturday night. So I think, when they go to Saturday night, they might do a little bit better. I think the ratings might go up that night. And then I think after that, they got another Friday night show on the 4th of July weekend show. Excuse me. And then after that, they're going to be in Miami for the first live show with, away from Daly's place. Still with fans, of course. Then they're going to be on the road. And that's it. On the road to All Out. And that's it. So if AEW can just get through this month, if they can, they gotta, it's like the first week they got over 500,000 fans, and then this week they went down like 38%. Like I said, 466,000 views, something like that. 466, I think it was. But still, it is what it is, and that's it. So if they can, it just sucks they're on TNT and the NBA is on TNT. Thankfully next year they'll be on TBS and they don't have to worry about this until maybe the playoffs, until the baseball playoffs start in late October. We have to wait till next October to worry about AEW getting preempted for something. Because AEW will be on TBS now, so starting in January. So that's it. But they'll go back to their regular time, starting on July the 7th. And I think when they go back to Wednesday nights, I think the ratings will pick up, if you will. And that's pretty much it. Now, I want you to replay. They're doing they're talking about they're doing the Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley contract signing, and they just had MVP and Lashley, talking with Lashley's hose. It's like they don't change the hose. It's like the same freaking hose from like the last 3 weeks. It's just amazing. Lashley must really like those hose, or Vince does. I don't know who picks them out, but maybe it was Lashley, maybe it was MVP. I don't know, but same freaking women from last week. I think they're pretty much the same freaking women from last week. They must really find them at that strip club in Tampa, because they don't find them at the local supermarket. But yeah, it's the same freaking girls from the last few weeks. The one in red, if you were watching tonight, the one in red is the same fucking girl for the last 4 weeks. It is what it is. And they're banging both of them in the back. Secretly banging in the back. But it is what it is. It pays to be the champ when you have five fine-looking women with you every week. It pays to be the champ. Actually, no, back when I was, not in the XWF, back in the, back when I started e-fetting. Back in the day, I had a lot of women back in the day. It is what it is, in the e-fed world. But the BWF, the SVO, which I actually got an invite to come back. When I told the guy, it's like, I'd love to come back. You treated me nice and everything. You were so nice to me, and then we left. I kind of left on bad terms here and there, blah blah blah. But still, thankfully, me and you stayed on good terms, but never say never to a comeback. So that is what it is, and that's that. But as far as e-fetting, I kind of stopped because, well, let's be honest. The evil e-fed is no more. It's being revamped. We just don't know when it's coming back. Get on the ball, Shane. Let's go. Come on, I want my belt back. And all the stuff with, on Facebook with WJ and Jerry and everything, Meatball Championship Wrestling and all the weird stuff that Jerry and WJ came up with, and basically, the first show I become the champion, and then they give it to a douchebag, named the Goof, and then somehow, somewhere, me and WJ become tag team champions, and then we fight, and then we lose the belts, and then we get them back. And WJ, when he was live the other night, he brought my name up and everything because I'm such a popular guy. He said, if I could, if I wanted to do another E-Fed, like SmackFed, Jerry wants to bring back SmackFed, that I would have to, come on live and do promos and stuff. And, to be honest, but, I'd love to do it. Just my schedules fucking clash. Sometimes I can't do it. Because we all got social lives, so. And we all got work, so it is what it is, but. It is what it is, And the whole thing with, I wanted to do this on my rant channel, but I'll bring it up anyway. But now, since I have a lot of time here, the whole thing with the wrestling juggernauts thing, and the whole thing with with WJ and Jerry, and they brought in Scott Casey Gale, my good buddy Scott Casey Gale, and everything, and they bring him in. WJ says he's leaving. I mean, that's his thing. He makes a channel, and then like 2 months later, he's go bye-bye. I mean, that's his thing. WJ is like the number one troll of all time, but it is what it is. So as soon as he left, I'm like, yeah, the wrestling juggernauts channel is going down. We all knew it. But then he blames our good Indian friend Zubair, for it. Everybody's like, oh, we hate Zubair, even though it's like this. I'm like, I saw that a mile away. It's like WJ blaming Zubair for what's going on with Scott and everybody just bashing Scott. I mean, up the wazoo, but WJ was joking. I could have saw that a mile away. I mean, come on. WJ loves to joke. You can't really take WJ seriously at times, but it is what it is. But so anyway, he brings on Scott, and I was a little perturbed about it because it should have been me, because basically me and WJ have been on here the longest. WJ started in 2006. I started in 2009, and Jerry came along. I think a couple years after that. So we're like the three titans, if you will, the juggernauts, if you want to put it that way. The legends. There are other legends, but they're gone. Like Spearnet and Truth Slayer and guys like that, but they're all gone. Irrelevant. But like me, Jerry, and WJ, I think are the top three guys. Not of all time. No, the three guys. That you put a podcast on, and you want to have the three. I would say legends of this so-called WC. Me, Jerry, and WJ. That's it. And I pitched it to WJ. So if you ever need a third guy, if I have the time, I'll do it. But with our our schedules, I can't be on all the time. So it would be, even if I did commit to it full time, I can't. So it would work. It would be a great thing, with the three of us, because we're fucking legends. We can talk and rant up the wazoo. Especially like me and WJ and Jerry are like the best ranters on this fucking website, but it is what it is. But yeah, I pitched it to WJ, and I said I think it could work, but with our schedules, especially our schedules, and I can't really commit to like a weekly show unless I can get some free time. I would have to put like maybe 2 hours aside from my social life and everything else I got to do to a 1-2 hour live show, or I could do videos. That's no problem. I could put videos up on the Wrestling Juggernaut channel, not like Raw reviews or anything like that. I could talk about some different things in wrestling, like a top 10 tag teams of all time. 50 reasons why John Cena sucks. Stuff like that. I could do that. But like a weekly live show, or like after Raw, maybe I probably won't be able to do that or something like that. But so I kind of was like, I told WJ, he's like, all right, I would do it, but it's gonna be. I don't think it would work. It'd be a great idea, but probably won't work. So he picked Scott. I was kind of jealous at first. I'll admit, I was jealous when Scott came in, because I was like, I would have thought that he would have said, he could have asked me. He was like, all right, let's try it and see what happens. You don't have to be on all the time, but still, when you can. And love the Oscar song for this one. But yeah, I was jealous of Scott, getting on, and to be honest, Scott Casey Gale, I think, besides me and me and him, I think are the most underrated guys on this website. And Scott's got his own thing with the NWS channel, and on his eFed on Facebook that I'm a part of. You shouldn't really make me the champ there, Scott, but just saying. So Scott comes in, and to basically kind of replace WJ, and then everybody's like, oh, the shitstorm started. A whole big fucking shitstorm drama fest started with Scott. He does one video, and people are just fucking bashing him up the wazoo, saying that, oh, he's not charismatic. When they announced him that he was the third man, everybody's like that's it. They're saying he's not charismatic. He's like staring at his goddamn phone. Making fun of his, his disability and everything. And like 300 people freaking unsubscribed from the Wrestling Juggernauts channel. And then Scott does a video. I forgot what review it was. I think it was Monday Night Raw or whatever it was. I think it was Raw, or it was SmackDown, or AEW. I think it was AEW. He does a review, and he's live, and I watched it, and I see all these freaking douchebag marks just bashing him, saying, you suck, you're not charismatic, this and that, up the wazoo. I'm like, come on, give the guy some fucking credit, or just don't watch. Why don't you just come on, leave a dislike, and then go in the chat and just spew your bullshit. For a guy that freaking has, I think he has autism. I don't know what. I know Scott has a mental disability. I don't know if it's autism or I think it's autism. I think it is. I'm not sure, but Scott's a great guy. I mean, the whole thing with Vince Russo fucking him over, it sucks. I mean, Vince Russo's a prick, but it is what it is. But Scott's a good guy. Scott's a very good guy. He's a hard worker, away from YouTube. And he just did the NWA pay-per-view video, which I thought was pretty good. He doesn't talk a long time like I do and some others do, like JD and Joe, because we give insight and analysis and we talk about things. We interact with the chat here and there. Scott doesn't do that. He doesn't really care about, the haters and everything, but he's simple, gets to he talks about the match a little. He tells what the match is, and then he'll give a little bit of his insight and an opinion. That's it. Or he'll just read the results and then give the opinion about the show or about the match. That's it. Simple, to the point. And that's it. And people like me do 2-3 hour shows, and Joe and JD do 3 hour shows. Well, that's too long for a review. It's this 15-minute video is great. I can't stand to watch 3 hours. You don't have to watch 3 hours. You can watch like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I don't care. You're still watching the video. You still have to, if you leave a like or a dislike, you still watch the video. It counts as a view. So thank you, dumbasses. But the whole thing with the whole hate for Scott, I mean, it wasn't needed. It wasn't needed. And, people making fun of his disability, I mean, it's just sad. It's fucking sad. I mean, like I said, I like Scott. Scott's a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. But the hate that he's been getting over the last couple of days, it's not needed. It needs it needs to stop. This is why this so-called community, there is no YWC, there is no IWC. This is not even a community. It's just a bunch of immature idiots that talk about wrestling. And guys like me, guys like him, and now WJ's getting backlash for closing the channel down. But that channel was going down. After Jerry made that live video, the channel went down. I thought it was Jerry that did it. I mean, but I knew it was going down. I knew it. I just knew it when WJ made that video saying he left. I was like, yep, that channel's going down. And pretty soon his main channel is going to go down, because he can't keep a channel. And I hate to bash him, but I known him since I started. I known him since 2009, and the feuds we had and the disagreements and this and that. But still, I respect WJ. He calls me the face. You understand? I know it's a joke, but I run with it because it is what it is. But all the hate that Scott's getting is not needed, and it's coming from a bunch of dumb fucks like the Smart Busters. They're fuck boys, okay? Straight up, and you can tell them that. I don't care. They're a bunch of fuck boys. Marks. They're a bunch of marks, and the fans are marks too. You're idiots. Because that's where they came from. That's where basically all the haters came from. They're coming out the woodwork saying, "Oh, Scott doesn't have no charisma. He's reading off a freaking phone. Why is he the third man? He's just replacing WJ, blah, blah, blah. The channel's going to go down." And then he's getting dislikes after dislikes after dislikes, hate after hate after hate comment. And Scott doesn't need it. Scott doesn't need that shit. You know, and then Jerry comes in and is like, oh, you know, when you do a video, we're gonna delete the comments, we're gonna delete the chat, we're gonna do this and that. And then people saying, oh, that's a bitch move. Oh, you can't take criticism, Jerry. You can't take criticism, WJ. Blah 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 blah. But it is what it is. I mean, you can't please everyone on anywhere on this website or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anywhere. There's always going to be one asshole, and then it just multiplies like the gremlins. One asshole becomes 2 assholes, becomes 4 assholes, becomes 16 assholes, because everybody has an asshole. It stinks. It is what it is. Just the hate for WJ, Jerry, and Scott. It's petty. It's petty fucking bullshit. You know, and I mean, I watched WJ last night, and I agree with him, man. The rant that he did on one guy last night, it was super epic. That's why he is the king of rants. Next to me, of course, and you know, Jerry the Third. But you know, it is what it is. You know, there's a lot of up and coming guys. You know, if the Juggernauts channel stayed on, you know, with Jerry, with WJ, bring guys like me, guys like Scott in, maybe bring Chase on, maybe a good buddy Jason ruins the Shield of Ballycastle. You know, guys that have a lot of passion for wrestling. You know, bring in Joe, JD. I don't think so, but bring in Joe Cronin, bring in the fan of YouTube. Maybe, you know, bring in the Iceman from the grave or something like that. Not that he's dead, but you know, no offense, Jeff, but it is what it is. You know, guys that have a lot of passion for wrestling and been on this goddamn website for years. I think the rest, you know, doesn't have to be, doesn't have to be like all of us on one freaking big, you know, stream or anything. You know, maybe like me and WJ doing a stream, me and Jerry doing it, me and Scott, me and Chase, me and fan of YouTube, or you know, whoever. It doesn't have to be like a big smorgasbord of guys. I mean, if we had all the time, we had, you know, schedules are all aligned and everything, we could do it, and it'd be great. But still, the hate for WJ and Jerry, and especially Scott, was stupid. It was very stupid, but you know. But you knew that the Juggernauts channel was going to end when WJ made that video saying he was leaving. You know, even though he joked because, oh, you know, I'm blamed to be there. You know, I was like, yeah, right. It's like he just did it as a joke, and everybody took off with it, blaming him. And then, you know, then when they announced Scott, and everybody, you know, the shit hit the fan. Like, everybody's bashing Scott, bashing WJ. It's like, why did you pick him? And people saying, like, you know, WJ backing Scott is like WJ backing Bearstown. And Bearstown, we all know, has autism. And WJ back in the day, you know, back Bearstown, you know, this is basically Bearstown 2.0, what some people are calling it. Because Scott has a mental disability. Oh, I bet you don't know this, but WJ has a disability too. He has epilepsy. Oh, I mean, bet you Marks didn't know that. Yeah, but you make fun of mental illness. All you fucking Marks out there make fun of you know, saying we're mentally unstable with this and that. You know, Scott, like I said, Scott's got a mental disability. Freaking Double Z TV, my good buddy Zach, he has a freaking mental disability. I think Chase has one. I'm not sure if he does, but you know, WJ, like I said, he has epilepsy. I got my own problems. I already mentioned my problems. I've been mentioning it since 2015. And this and that. I mean, and I get hate too. I don't give a shit about it. I find it funny. Nick knows this. Nick's in the chat, by the way. What's up, Nick? You can't please everyone, and you know that's why YouTube is the way it is. It's been a shit site since 2006, and the so-called YWC has been toxic since 2011. 2011, early 2012, when You Know Who showed us You Know Why. And from there, the whole community went to hell, and not the good place of hell. They went to the 6th level of hell, which is, you know, not a good place you want to be. If you want to be in a good place in hell, you go to the 69th level of hell. So we got the, you know, it is what it is. But it is what it is. But all the people that hated on Scott, all I gotta say to you is, you can go suck a fat cock. And if you have a mental disability, well, too bad for you. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck you, and that's all I gotta say. And to Scott, my good buddy Scott, keep fighting the good fight, brother. That's all I gotta say. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't mind these immature babies. That's all they are, babies. Wah, don't get my Rano. I don't like him. He's not charismatic. He's not passionate about wrestling. He's got a mental disability. He's mentally unstable. Wah. Do I have to call the ambulance for you, Marks? You mean you praise guys like the Smart Busters, you praise guys like Zubair, who freaking hates wrestling, and then you come on the WJ's channel, you bash WJ because he put Scott as the third man, or the third man there, you know. And then you're bashing Jerry for no apparent reason. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that whole situation. So you don't like guys like WJ, you don't like guys like Scott, or a fan of YouTube with Chase, or Double Z TV, or me, or anybody else. We do not care. That's all. We don't care, and all your negative comments, we don't care. And if you get pissy that we block comments and this and that, we block people and we disable the likes and dislikes and shit like that. You don't like it? Well, don't watch the fucking show. We don't need it. We don't need your view. I mean, no, we don't need you to watch. Go watch a bunch of smarts that bash wrestling every fucking video. And, you know, they think they're funny, but they're not. It is what it is. So, like I said, leave all the dislikes you want, all the hate comments you want. We don't care. And if you don't like us blocking you or deleting comments and disabling the likes and dislikes, then don't watch. Go watch something else. Go watch somebody blow somebody. I really don't care. Go praise somebody else that, you know, that has like 12 fucking subs and gets 10 views every fucking video. You know, especially some fat fuck from Massachusetts, but it is what it is. That's it. All right, I talked enough. Let's move on. I think we should. All right, Nick's in the chat, says what's up. Hopefully Nick is still there. If he's not there, well, 2 o'clock in the morning, he's probably going to sleep. It is what it is. All right, let's start this quick review. I'm going to just paraphrase because I want to save some time. That's all I'm going to say about it. So we start off with Mike Bohr, the worst show on the history of television. We have the tag team division in the ring. We're going to get an over-the-top rope battle royal. Champions Omos and AJ Styles. So we got them all in the ring, and AJ and Omos come out because they're the champs. It was like, oh, we got to see who our next challenger is going to be. So, so AJ talks about WWE going back on tour next month, and well, we got to defend the belt. Also, the best that Raw has is not that great. It is what it is. The tag team division on Raw and SmackDown suck. Big fat hairy monkey balls. And he's like, well, when I see it, yeah. And I was like, yeah, they all suck. It is what it is. So AJ's talking about how they can basically, beat all the tag teams. There was like, they say the House Party was there, Grandma Talik, who was third. Then he brings up RK Bro, Randy Orton, but his mutton is voice, and kind of praises them a little bit. And he talks about how great Orton is, and then Omos is like, magnificent and this and that, and don't forget phenomenal about how great they are. And then the New Day are like deplorable, abominable, and they're like, let's go back to 2016. Booty. What's next? We're gonna get Booty O's coming back. It is what it is. So and then Riddle gets on the mic when he shouldn't have gotten on the mic, and he talks about wearing 2 snakes, and he talks about his Uncle Ron because he had a snake named Mr. Slithers, and Orton just looks at him and says, and Riddle's like, and Orton puts the fake key in his boot. So AJ's like, can I? Says, anybody else gonna interrupt me? And then we get on cue, we get The Miz in his wheelchair and Trip Morrison. They come out to say the tag division has gotten boring. Proves my point. He's like, not to worry, as he says Morrison is gonna wrestle on his own, for the for the Miz and everything, because Miz is injured with his ACL injury. So he's like, hit my music. So the music hits him. No, listen. So he starts wheeling Miz down the ring, and he lets go, and then Miz is going down the ring. He's like, ah! In slow motion. It's fucking funny. And then Johnny Drip has to grab him before he fell and hurt himself even more. And then everybody in the ring is basically laughing at him. I think I saw Orton chuckle a little bit. So that was kind of funny. That was that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's all I got to say about that. That was the this goddamn show. That's it. Everything else sucked tonight. So, like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. So after that, we get to the battle royal. RK Bro, the New Day. We have War Machine. What was it, Viking Raiders? Viking Raiders. Viking Raiders is a stupid name. It should be War Machine. But it is what it is. That's what I want to call them. So we have RK Bro, New Day, the War Machine, Mason T-Bar, Lindsay Dorado of the Lucha House Party by himself, and John Morrison by himself. Nice, great match there. So basically, the rules of the match that or you have to go over. Both members have to be eliminated to win the match. So anyway, before the bell rings, Randy Orton's voice starts hitting. He's crashing Gilmore Kata to both members of the New Day, and Lindsay Ronald, you want to talk, little man? Bang! Gilmore coming for you, and that, and then see Bobby Lashley and MVP with the hose. I mean, sorry, the beautiful women in the back, and just to hype the contract signing later on the show. That's always nice. So we go back in the arena, finally get the bell, and everybody pays off. So basically, it's trying to get a good old fat happens after that. And then it's like they just up like, whoa, Gilmore Code, I feel fine. Morons. Should have been, all three of them should have been eliminated right before the break. But it is what it is. So anyway, match starts. Bleh, 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 bleh. This match was garbage. I mean, there was one point where Lindsay Dorado tried to eliminate Johnny Drip Drip, and Miz, who was in wheelchair, he grabs the drip stick and gives it to Morrison. Morrison sprays Lindsay Dorado right, and then Mason T-Bar, he backs up and Mason T-Bar, and then he calls drip stick. So he's on the drip stick, and he tries to shoot both of them in the face. Kind of missed. They no sold it. And it's like, bye, Morrison. Get him out of here. And that's it. And then the rest of the match, I could care less. I mean, that's that. And Kofi was there for the New Day, and Xavier Woods got RKO again. Is what it is. Eric tries to slam Orton. Kofi comes off the top rope with a double stomp to the back to break it up. And then Cody goes for Trouble in Paradise. But Riddle comes in, even though he was eliminated. He gets hit with Trouble in Paradise instead of Randy Orton. That leads to Orton throwing out Kofi like yesterday's garbage. And then War Machine throws out Randy Orton, and they get the win in this boring 10.5-minute match. Speaking of boring, no, I got the, like I said, I got the Raw replay on, and they're showing that's a lot even more. Ugh. That's all I gotta say about that. So anyway, this tag team battle royal was pointless and boring at the same time. So War Machine gets the win. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars. Then afterwards, they're celebrating, and then they start pointing at Omos and AJ. Yeah, it's nice that War Machine gets a title shot. Just placed before RK Bro gets slam. Because they want to have RK win at Slam in front of fans, so they get the big pop and everything. That's going to be a big pop, but it is it is what it is. So that's it. 2.5 stars for that. And yeah. I didn't watch the show. I felt, I was laying down watching something else. Don't ask me what it was, what it is. So we move on from there. All right, then we get a we see what happened regarding Nikki Cross the last 2 weeks with her winning her matches in 2 minutes with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Somehow, I guess she gets a win, so she's 2-0. So we go to the back. We see Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. They're talking, and then Charlotte, horseface Charlotte comes in, and it's like, I'm Charlotte Flair. Can I get this removed from my record? And Adam Pearce like, nope, that's not happening. We'll do a match with Nikki Cross, and then Rhea Ripley comes in to says, well, if she gets a rematch, well, I should get a rematch because I actually respect Nikki Cross. So, they're arguing a little bit, and then Adam Pearce, actually, I think it was Sonya Deville, says that, well, we can compromise here. How about Rhea Ripley and Charlotte take on Nikki Cross and a partner of her choosing, to whoever's left on the goddamn women's roster. Those 11 people. That includes even Marie, but it is what it is. So we all know it's not going to be Eva. So Charlotte says she can be professional about it, and and then Rhea just stands there like, I got a team with this bitch. Come on, and then she leaves, and that's that. Yeah, nice that we're getting Nikki Cross every week. She's finally out of catering. I mean, she must hate that food. But she's won the last 2 weeks, so giving her a little bit of a mini push, and that's that. So Nikki and a member of what it is. That's that. So I get War Machine in the back, and then Ivar's like, and then AJ and Omos come in carrying a turkey leg, and they come in and they kind of congratulate them a little bit more, and then AJ comes in. AJ says, that there will be Vikings, and then it takes a big chunk of leg, which kind of pisses off, and he says the whole gets pissed off because he's an acting. Now that's why he's married to who's he married to? Sarah Logan, I think. Yeah, I think he's married to Sarah Logan, and I was thinking Nikki Cross is married to Kill without a hot chick to be with. But you're cute. Yeah, it is what it is. So in the future, when this match is going to take place, maybe on Raw, but Agent almost defend against War Machine. Should be all right, but I think Agent pick up the victory there, and then go on to SummerSlam to face RK Bro, and RK Bro is gonna win the belts, and then they're gonna, by the time we get to Survivor Series, they'll probably break up, and that's that. And sorry, that's all I gotta say about it. I know there's lag, and I apologize for that. I can't do anything about it. If you don't like it, well, kiss my ass. That's it. All right, then after that, we go to a recap of the whole Alexa Bliss storyline. Her insane. With Lily. Like, how she became evil Miss Bliss. And that's that. Then we find out that Alexa's gonna be in her playground with Shayna Baszler from after Shayna called Lily a doll. So that we move on. All right, then we go back to the ring where we hear the guitar strumming of Elias. Talks about basically bailing on Jekyll, and he said that right there had the ghost of war in his eyes. All right. Sorry about that. Just talking to myself again. But it is what it is. Yeah, the lag is bad. Just the connection is bad. It's the same thing with my laptop. You know, I would get the laptop out, but first of all, I can't find it. It's in my closet, and I can't find the plug. So I'm gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. And if you don't like it, well, kiss my Italian ass. That's it. All right. So yeah. So that ends that. So anyway, I was going to so back to Ricochet and Humberto. Sheamus at ringside. The apron, and Humberto hits Spanish Fly on the floor. We get a double count out. So you know what that means? A triple threat match is coming for the United States. Nobody will give two flying first. So match gave 2 stars, and she was like, "Oh, I don't care." That's it. All right, after that, we go to MVP. Comes up and speaks to the New Day right before they go into that locker room. Talks to Kofi. Says that Kofi impressed him last week. Talks about Kofi winning the belt 2 years ago, but a tear to his eye. Then he talks about the Deep South wrestling days. I guess when Kofi and MVP were in the Deep South wrestling. I don't know about that, but anyway, talks about Kofi Mania ended in 8 seconds, thanks to Brock Lesnar. This is all the past and everything. This is about spying people while Lashley fights for money. So MVP says Lashley fights for the WWE Championship. Then he leaves, and Kofi seems to be thinking about something. He's like, I couldn't have been a contender team with Xavier Woods. That's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. I can't do a goddamn thing about it. But it is what it is. All right. Then we get an Eva Marie thing from a vignette. That'll be the lowest rated segment in the history of WWE, because nobody gives 2 shits about ugly pink-haired slut like Eva Marie. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, after that, we go to the back. We have Monsieur getting ready for his match with Drew Gulak. Then Mustafa Ali comes up, and kind of laughs at Munster. You're not ready. And Munster's like, you, and Gulak pokes him in the eye. Same thing that Ali did to his match with Munster. Oh, I got the answer. Filler match. So yeah, I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. I didn't give 2 shits out for it. It's my ass. All right. After that, we get Jeff and Alexander. Nothing great. Hardy wins with the twist of fate. Yeah, so Hardy finally gets a win. Like the last time he had a freaking win, like the last 3 months. He's been main event now. Just gonna release him with his brother Matt, because everybody's going to AEW these days. And for those who are wondering what my AEW review is, tomorrow. Okay, hopefully tomorrow I'll try to get it out. That's what she said. But that's all I guess about that. So yeah, Jeff Hardy wins. Match gave 2 out of 5, and then Hardy mocks Cedric after the match. Whoop-de-damn, dude. All right, then we go back where we have Horse Rhea. Rhea's like, no, you gotta follow me, bitch. And that's it. So we'll see what happens with that. Gave that 2 out of 5 stars. Then we get to the match. Nikki and Asuka taking on Charlotte. I can't talk. Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. Nothing great. You know that Rhea and Charlotte were not gonna, team up. It wasn't gonna work. They're working on Nikki for most of the match. Asuka comes in with a hot tag. Get a running knee for 2 on Rhea. Cross hits a middle rope, that middle rope crossbody. The same. Charlotte making a save. Just, it's like they start going at it. Actually, the match is on right now, so I could do that, but I'm not going to much. I want to just finish up this boring fucking show and get this awesome review done for you fine people. So they start fighting. Charlotte hits natural selection, and then Nikki just looks and like, oh, pin! 1, 2, 3. And she pins the Raw Women's Champion for the second time. And that's it. So she's now 3-0 in the last 3 weeks, even though she's been on Raw for the last 4 weeks. And at least, he comes out looking hot as always and gets a couple moves and really didn't factor into the pin, but it is what it is. To be happy, that's all that's all I care about. So they get the win match. Afterwards, Nikki and Asuka announce table, which probably made Corey Graves and Jimmy Smith and Byron Saxton perverts. And what? Sorry. Anyway, so that's that. All right. After that, we see Lexi talking about Shayna Baszler. She says Shayna is wrong about Lily, and she's like, tonight the playground is going to be a scream. And that's that. All right. After that, we get to Monsieur and Drew Gulak. Filler match lasted 2 minutes. Monsieur Gulak did some weird stuff, and you get a half crab in by Gulak. Monsieur fights up, grab a roll up. Gulak does the same, and then this time with the tights, and then Monsieur reverses into roll up of his own with the tights. He gets the win. undefeated. Technically, he hasn't been, but he has a loss on his record because of that DQ finish a few weeks ago. So yeah, this match sucked. I gave it a big old fat 0. Big old. All right, after that we got Randy Orton, his monotonous voice. He hands Riddle the key. And then we get a Burger King commercial. So yeah, Burger King. Now, if it wasn't, for the fact that Rhea Ripley, Dynamite at 1,500 freaking McDonald's Big Mac tickets. I mean, where's mine? I mean, I don't eat Big Macs. I could have given it to Rosa, but it is what it is. I mean, come on. But, so McDonald's gets a plug and Burger King gets a plug. And all we need now is Pizza Hut. Or Wendy's. Just go through all the freaking burger chains, like, let's get Wendy's in, let's get In-N-Out Burger, and Five Guys, and go freaking burger joint down the block. It is what it is. So yeah, so Riddle kind of just continues to go off again, and Randy's like, so Riddle shuts up, gives Randy the key. Randy throws the imaginary key in the trash, which, like, this segment was trash. 1 out of 5 stars. It is what it is. Then we get to Riddle and Kofi Kingston. We had Xavier Woods. At ringside, and ringside. It was just a corny match. At one point, Riddle hits the Broton for a near fall, and then Woods goes to the outside to play the stupid goddamn trombone. Not no. I'm like, thank you. We don't want fucking trombone. We want wrestling, and not stupidity. Anyway, Woods tries it again on the outside. Orton picks him up and drops him on the end. Byron Saxton. Then Kofi drives and Riddle a break, and then we come back. There's just more crap, and then Riddle sends him to the outside, knocks him off the apron for a little bonus, and then Riddle follows him out, unloads with strikes. He hits the draping DDT, or the demon DDT, like Randy Orton does, and Orton's like, finish him. So the Gilmore Cutter, not a good idea. Gets countered. Kofi goes for Chuck Harris. Riddle avoided it. Back up, hits it anyway, and hits Riddle right in the face. 1, 2, 3. Kofi Kingston gets the win. Match was decent, not great, but it is what it is. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. So, and that's all I got about that. And we'll move on from there. All right, then we're gonna recap of Reggie beating Shayna last week. You know, thanks to the Kane pyro going off, and then Shayna jumped him. Around on literally hollow. So that leads to Shayna running into. So she knows things have been messy as of late. They start arguing. Probably, I don't know. With a doll. So that ends last. This playground. Shayna comes in and erupts right on the tag team belts. Can make it all better by apologizing to a stupid doll. So beating the crap out of Shayna. Sends her, and then Lexi tries to, and Shayna stomps on the doll on her because like no. Things go completely nuts. Lights are going. Fire comes out from the ramp, and Shayna's like gets to the top of the stage. You get a big wall. Then we go into like some horror movie. It's a stupid doll. It's just a. Maybe you should have put her in spot. She hides in the locker room. And Shayna's she's like, the lights go out. See Lily, kind of really bad ripoff of "You can't kill him, he's still there." So fucking show. Great ending there, guy. Your show is Bret Hart 4 out of 10. Last week I gave it a 3 match, and that was I forgot what match. That was it. And that's how you end the show. It's prediction time, ladies and gentlemen. It's for now. I picked Barry Horowitz myself. This week was 1 point, little bit. So prediction for Raw this week is going to be a 1.3 rating. I'll be shocked if it goes 1.2. I'll laugh. So I can bet you nothing. By the time they get to fans, Raw's going to be doing at least 1 million views or worse. The show is garbage every Monday night. And you think with fans coming back is going to get better? Nope. The fans are going to shit on this product and shit on the segments. They're going to leave. By the time, SmackDown, Raw is over, you're going to have like maybe 5 fans there. The 5 fans that actually love Vince McMahon and love the WWE. I love the WWE. I love Monday Night Raw. It's great. Yay. Probably the same thing with SmackDown. It'll be the only people that'll be left is the people that just cheer for Roman. We must acknowledge our tribal chief. We stay. We have to stay for our tribal chief. Everything else we don't care about. We'll stay in the bathroom until Roman Reigns comes out at the end. Yeah, the fans are gonna shit on Raw, basically. SmackDown maybe not so much, but Raw, the fans are not gonna care and they're gonna all leave by the time the main event starts. That's basically it. So, yeah. All right, so 4 out of 10 stars for this garbage show, and that's it. I'm watching the replay now. It's on the women's tag team match. So I'm gonna edit this up and watch the rest of it, and then go to bed, and then get ready for tomorrow and get ready for something better, which is NXT tomorrow night. Oh, I forgot to mention they had a commercial for NXT. They had it was with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And tomorrow night we're gonna get a priceless announcement on NXT between himself, Eli Drake, and Cameron Grimes to the moon. And I think you all know what that priceless announcement is gonna be. You know what it is. Nick knows what it is. Do I have to say it? I guess I will. The $1 Million belt's gonna be on the line on Sunday. So Cameron Grimes, Eli Drake for the $1 Million belt, and the services of Ted DiBiase, and that's it. So nice that the $1 Million belt's coming back. Not that we need another goddamn belt in wrestling, but it is what it is, and that's it. All right, let's finish this up with a chat real quick. Like I said, Nick's in the chat says hello. Let's get through these comments. Get them up. Let's get on with the review. We're done with the review now, so it is what it is. Nick went to bed early instead of watching Raw. Basically, that's what I did. I lay down in bed. It was there was no baseball on tonight. The Mets and Yankees were off, and that was that. Yankees got swept by the Red Sox. Yankees are 6.5 games out. I know it's July. I know it's June 8th, and there's still a lot of baseball left, but 6.5 games. There's trouble in New York. In the Bronx, actually. There's trouble in the Bronx, and now they're Major League Baseball is going to start coming down on pitchers. So guys like Garrett Cole and Bauer, who kind of use that illegal substance. You put Yu Darvish in that conversation too. So they're gonna be cracking out on those sons of bitches, those cheaters. And then everybody on let me finish up with this a quick mini rant. People on Twitter need to fucking shut up. Going on Twitter last night, calling Jacob deGrom the cheat, not the GOAT, the cheat, saying that the way that he's so good because he's using a illegal substance. They showed him he struck out somebody. He's going to his he's playing with his glove. And then basically everybody on the match are like, nope, that's not him. No, Nito, Pilar, Strowman, Alonzo. Basically everybody in the goddamn Mets and the fans are like, no, he's not using an illegal substance. He's just the greatest goddamn pitcher in the world. And I agreed with them. I went on and said, deGrom is the GOAT. He's going to win the Cy Young this year. He's definitely winning the Cy Young if he doesn't fuck up, the next 3.5 months. I mean, his ERA is lower than my mortgage. Good Lord. 0.62 ERA. Best in baseball. He's just the greatest. He is. Ever since he started in 2014, he's just been awesome. 2015, he was great with with Syndergaard and my name is when I wear cologne, it's Bartolo Colon. With Cologne and Harvey, even though he's on the downside with his career, and I think Steven Matz was there too. I think they had a great pitching rotation. Just fucked up. No, not really. Not them. They fucked up. The fucking bullpen fucked up. La Familia. ran out of gas, and they ran out of gas after sweeping the Cubs, go to the World Series, and luckily, they're lucky they didn't get swept by the Royals. They should have swept the Royals. They had game 1 and 2 in hand. Fuck that up. Win game 3. And then lost game 4 and 5. Well, they lost game 3, and I think they won game 4, and they lost game 5, which they should have won. And I think if they would have won at least one in Kansas City. They could have won it in at least 5 or 6 games. Probably would have won it in Kansas City, I think. They had the pitching staff. It was just great. The whole roster was just good. Delgado and Wright, Reyes. It's great. But yeah, all you people that think DeGrom is cheating, fuck you, man. But your little heroes, Bauer and Cole, are getting lit up now because they can't, we can't cheat anymore. We can't use our glove. So, have you noticed, Garrett Cole doesn't have that spin anymore. That's why he got lit up the other day. Like 5 runs. Bauer got lit up. I just hope Darvish gets lit up the next start he has. But yeah, DeGrom ain't cheating. He's just using machismo. And he's just degrominating people. Third best pitcher in Mets history with in strikeouts. He's got to catch Kuzman and a good buddy, the Doctor, Doc Gooden, on that list. Because he just passed El Cid, so yeah. So Mets are doing great. Mets are doing awesome. You really, think June 8th. It's June the 8th now. The Mets have a 3.5 game lead. We didn't think that was going to happen. And basically, DeGrom, Stroman, and Taijuan Walker have just been the best 3 pitchers on that freaking that rotation right now. Joey Lucchese's actually starting to get good. Starting to. He had last couple games has been pitching pretty damn good. But just, I wish David Peterson would get his head out of his proverbial ass and pitch a goddamn good game. Because he's pitching tomorrow. Against the Orioles. We're actually doing good now after losing 14 in a row. And they've won a couple games here and there. So, yeah. So I think they're going to split with the Orioles. Because Peterson's pitching tomorrow night. Who else? Who pitches on the next day? Walker. I think Walker pitches on no. Wait. Yeah, Walker pitches on Wednesday, and then degromination on Friday against the Padres, and it's Stroman on Saturday. If depending on the weather, we're supposed to get a lot of rain this week, so I don't know if they can even play this week. But so I'd expect probably a loss tomorrow. I hope not, but with Peterson on the mound, he needs to get his head out of his ass, or he's getting shipped back to the minors. So, and who he can put in his place, I don't even know. Not gonna be Syndergaard because he's not coming back till like July. Carrasco's not coming back probably at all this year. Who are you gonna put in his place? Who are you gonna put in the number 5 guy? The number 5 guy gonna have an open game? Would they have maybe Miguel Castro pitches the first 2 innings, and then Zellman pitches the next 3 innings, and then the rest of the bullpen pitch the rest of the game? They need a number 5 guy. I don't know who they can get. The trade deadline's coming up soon, so they got to get a number 5 guy. Or just hope that, when Syndergaard comes back, he's lights out. So you don't have to worry about a 5th guy. You just put maybe you have Syndergaard, DeGrom, Walker, Stroman as a number 4 guy, and maybe Lucchesi, I guess. I don't know. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens with that. And as far as the Yankees go, eat it. Eat it and weep, Yankee fans. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's finish this off. Like I said, Nick went to bed. Nick and me went to bed before watching Raw. This is what it is. All right, got my good buddy Alejandro Casa from Mexico, and I have no idea who that is in that avatar. Is that looks like Jason Priestley, the young version from 90210. I don't know who it is. He says hello. How much is Hell in a Cell supposed to be? Like, I know, I watch it for free, so if you want to watch it on pay-per-view, if you want to watch it, if you don't have Peacock, you're probably gonna get it for like $50 on your local cable outlet. Or if you have Peacock, you get it for what is it now? $10. I think it's the same as the WWE Network. I think, unless you're a new subscriber, I think you get it for like $250 or something like that. Yeah, but I mean, why pay like $10 a month when you can get it for free on a free stream like WatchWrestling.ch or Bleacher Report? It is what it is. It is what it is, and that's that. Quick shout out to my good buddy Shingo Takahashi. Well, Taguchi, whatever his name is. Shingo, last night was Dominion. Great show. Great show, top to bottom. Shingo wins the IWGP Heavyweight title. Beats Okada. Thank God Okada did not get that belt. So the reign of the dragon is at hand. Now we are on the road to the G1 coming up in July. Don't know who's going to win it. A lot of people thinking it might be Naito for the third time. Not consecutively, but a lot of people think Naito should win it. I'd like to see that. Naito and Shingo at Wrestle Kingdom 15. I think it's 15. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's 15. That would be good. Shingo and Naito going at it. Battle of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Good stuff. Can't wait for that. But it looks like Naito's going after the IWGP heavy. I think it's the heavyweight tag titles with Bushi. I think it's Bushi against the Dangerous Tekkers, Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi. Hopefully, we see my girl Miho Abe back. She came back before Dominion, looking hot as always, because she came out of my dungeon. And that's it. All we need now is Pietro to come out of somewhere, out of the basement again. But it is what it is. That's that. So yes. So we got that. The NWA pay-per-view was last night. Camille beat Serena Deeb for the NWA Women's World Title. We had Taryn Terrell and Kaylee Gray defeated Thunder Rosa and Melina. That sucked. And then what really sucked was Nick fucking Aldis beating Trevor Murdoch. Well, Trevor Murdoch won by disqualification because Nick Aldis hit the referee. So yeah, Trevor Murdoch got robbed of becoming the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and Nick Aldis continues as a champion, and he's getting really close to 1,000 days as champ. But I don't know what was happening during the during the tapings. I think they taped it before the pay-per-view, or like the day before the pay-per-view. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but hopefully Trevor Murdoch gets a rematch for the belt and actually wins the belt this time. So I'm getting sick of Nick Aldis with the belt. He just doesn't want to lose it because he doesn't want to become irrelevant. It is what it is. So yeah, so to answer Alejandro's question, if you're going to buy it on your local cable company, probably going to be like $55. But I would just watch it on a free stream, like WatchWrestling.ch or anything like that. But unless you want to spend your money on Peacock every month, but it is what it is. The truth is, I already wait for the days to see Brock Lesnar F more the Raw ones more than they already are. Kind of don't know what you meant by that, but I think he's talking about Brock Lesnar coming back because they put him back on the Raw page or WWE, the WWE roster page. So yeah, Brock is coming back. I would expect Brock to come back on Sunday, not Sunday, next at Hell in a Cell. I think Sunday's in your house too. So yeah, Brock's coming back most likely either at Hell in a Cell or the night after the Raw after Hell in a Cell. The first Raw, well, not the first Raw. Yeah, after Hell in a Cell, he's probably coming back, or before SummerSlam to face off against Lashley. Because that's what they're thinking of doing for SummerSlam. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar for the WWE title, and it looks like Brock's gonna beat him. But I hope not. I like to see Lashley beat Brock. That'd be nice. So you want to get Brock holding the WWE title hostage for like a year, and then on the other side with the Universal title, they want to have John Cena take on Roman Reigns for the Universal title. So Cena's definitely coming back on the July 16th SmackDown along with Sasha Banks, who's coming back, and they're thinking of having Sasha win Money in the Bank and cashing in on Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. So we'll see that. We're gonna probably see that match at SummerSlam. So they want to have a big freaking show in front of fans at SummerSlam in Las Vegas. So hopefully they get a big crowd. And from what I'm hearing, they're gonna end. I think the Pacquiao fight is in the same stadium. So yeah, so they're gonna they said that they're gonna finish right before the fight begins or something like that. They have to get they'll probably just have to either they're gonna get the ring. I don't know what they're gonna do. Probably after the last match, they're gonna either change the ring and make it like a boxing ring. So then they have the Pacquiao fight, so the fans that are still there can watch the Pacquiao fight. I don't know how it's gonna work. I really don't care. I think the Pacquiao fight should be moved to that Sunday, but it is what it is. And speaking of fights, that fucking Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight lasted 8 rounds and bored the living hell out of me. And it ends in a draw. My ass. 2 glorified pieces of shit. And I think the Jake Paul fight's next month, and I hope he gets knocked out by Tyrone, what's his name? Tyrone Woodley or whatever he's fighting. I hope Jake Paul gets knocked out. Logan Paul got his bell wrong, and he got knocked out, and then Floyd Mayweather just like grabbed him and hugged him for like the next 7 rounds. Fucking shit that was. Horrible. Horrible fight last night. Horrible. Horrible. Boxing's turning into a joke, just like wrestling is. Every sport's turning into a joke these days, isn't it? It is what it is. What happened last week with the layoffs is stupid, and then they bring Eva Marie for what dick? For what dick? Yeah. I mean, yeah, they get rid of Aleister Black, Braun Strowman, Murphy, Ruby Riott, Lana, and Santana Garrett. Then they get rid of a whole bunch of other employees. So so they keep they bring in Eva Marie, who's basically not going to do nothing, and supposedly is going to have a bodyguard. Who I don't know. If it's going to be somebody on the roster, or it's going to be Parker Boudreaux, the young-looking Brock Lesnar. Though I think you should just go to NXT. But I mean, who would really be Eva Marie's bodyguard besides the obvious Angel Garza? But it is what it is. But yeah, fuck the WWE and fuck Eva Marie too. That's all I gotta say about that. Just get ready for a 1.2 rating. 1.3 next week or 1.2. Just get ready for it. It's coming. By tomorrow, by Wednesday, we'll get the raw rating, and it's probably gonna be bad. I wouldn't if it goes up this week. I don't care. I really don't care if it goes up to a 1.5 or 1.6. Or it just stays at a 1.4. It just goes up by like 15,000 views or whatever. Come the Doves. Oh, no Doves. Now I'm watching the Riddle Kofi Kingston match, and Riddle jumped in the ring, and then the fire goes off, and then we see those stupid pink pride rainbow doves come out. I didn't have it this week. I guess Vince didn't have the money to get the Technicolor. But it is what it is, and that's that. So yeah. The layoffs were stupid. Just they throw these, they lay off these guys, but still you got Byron Saxton in the company. Shayna Baszler's still there, just getting tortured to death. Shinsuke's still there in a stupid feud with Baron Corbin. It is what it is. And you still got Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose and Naomi and catering, and they should be gone. You got 11 women on Raw and only 7 on SmackDown. 7. Revolving around one belt. And the women's tag team belts. There's only 3 teams, by the way, for the women's tag team belts. 3. Actually 2. I think it's 2. 2. Mandy Rose and Dana. Naomi's got no partner, and technically Shayna and Nia. Even though we don't know if they're still a tag team or not. That's it. 2 tag teams revolving around the women's tag team titles. It's sad. The divisions are horrible. They need a complete makeover, and the draft is not going to help. Coming up at the end of August 30th, night 1 on Raw. And then night two on SmackDown, September the 3rd. The draft is pointless. It's stupid and pointless at the same time. That's it. All right, we're almost done. My kitty. I thought I heard a kitty. Anyway, do you think with what happened with Andrade appearing in AEW, is Charlotte's position in WWE in danger? No. Charlotte's not in danger. Her dad is still there. Her dad is like right there. No, all Vince got to do is call up Rick, and something happens. Rick's there. Like, don't mess with my daughter. Charlotte's gonna be there for the next couple of years. She's gonna break her dad's record because she's at 13 now. She probably hit 14 by the end of this year. I think I would say in about 2, maybe 3 years, she'll hit 17. I can't see Cena getting it. I really shouldn't be Cena, even though Ric Flair said no, he'll be okay with Cena winning it. Being, breaking a record, everybody be pissed. But yeah, Charlotte's breaking his record in the next 2, maybe 3 years, and then going to the Hall of Fame probably the same year or the year after that. It is what it is. So yeah, Charlotte's position in WWE is fine. It's not in danger, but. No, seeing Andrade on Dynamite on Friday night was awesome. Kind of sucks that Vicky Guerrero was out with him. Excuse me. Hopefully she won't be his manager. God forbid. So we're gonna see what happens with Andrade. I don't know if he's gonna be on Dynamite this coming Friday, and we don't know what he's there for. he's there for Kenny right now because they got Triple Mania coming up at the end of in the middle of August, and then they're gonna have a rematch for the AEW title. So that's what he's basically there for. Just we'll have some meaningless matches against the guys on from Dark and Elevation, and then maybe we'll have like an actual match with some credible talent like Cody and Christian Cage and maybe Adam Page. Who knows? But blah 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 blah. All right, yeah, he's talking about the lag I had. I apologize for that again, and a little we went off the air for a little bit. I apologize for that. So blame HP for that. That's that. That's a computer. That's that. All right, Nick with a long comment. Shayna Baszler, former MMA fighter, one of two dominant NXT women's champions. Asuka being the other. Shayna held the belt for over 400 days. Asuka held it for over 500 days. 512, I think it was. Shayna was, I think, 420 or 402, something like that. Somewhere in the 400s. Anyway, badass female wrestler reduced to running scared from a doll. Shayna's on her way out of the WWE. Yes, she is. Bad acting tonight. Really bad acting. Really bad ending. And this whole storyline looks like shit. And you know Lexi's beating her. Lexi's gonna beat her, or the actual human version of Lily, whoever that might be, is gonna beat Shayna. And there was a stupid rumor that went out today that Asuka was gonna be Lily. Yeah, right. Yeah, Asuka being Lily. Okay, she's gonna be a doll, a demonic doll. Okay. Unless you're thinking of Kana when she was in Japan, when she was like dressing up like with makeup on, looking like a female Joker at one point. I mean, if you go that route, maybe I'll be interested in it. But I mean, at this point, who could be Lily? I thought it was going to be Nikki Cross, but that's not happening. Unless they actually turn Nikki Cross heel, but that's not happening anytime soon. It is what it is. But yeah, Shayna Baszler needs to get released. Soon. I mean, soon. So right now, she's getting a taste of Titus Catering, if you know what I mean. She's really getting a taste of Titus Catering. I think she likes it. She likes those cookies. Nick says Jack in the Box. That's another good burger joint. Among, the main ones like McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and Five Guys and In-N-Out, Jack in the Box. There's some good local joints in the Northeast. Back when I was living in Brooklyn, we had Roan Roaster. Nick knows all about that one. I know Nick knows about Roan Roaster. And I mean, if you've never been into Brooklyn, New York, and you don't know Roan Roaster, you don't know anything about like Brooklyn and like Coney Island and Nathan's and stuff like that, I strongly recommend to go to Roan Roaster, to go to TGI Fridays or Applebee's, Checkers. Brooklyn has Checkers, I found out, but it is what it is. And, go to Roan Roaster, you go to Coney Island, have a Nathan's hot dog, probably the best hot dog in the Northeast. And you go to Roan Roaster, has the best freaking roast beef in the Northeast. It is what it is. I haven't been there in a while. I'm freaking. This is making me hungry, but it's closed right now. But it is what it is. Anyway, but yeah, Nick knows all about that. That is awesome. Nick says someone should show that trombone up Xavier Woods' behind. Not the only thing that's been up his behind. Don't ask. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, it's Ted DiBiase related. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be the $1 million belt being on the line between Eat Like Drake and Cameron Grimes to the moon. That's it. We move on from there. On Sunday, Nick says that fight was fixed. All fights are fixed. And that's all I gotta say about that. That fight sucked, big, hairy monkey cock. And I think the Logan Paul fight's gonna be the same. Probably a 4, 5, 6 round suck fest, and hopefully Logan Paul gets the crap knocked out of him. That's gonna suck. Speaking of suck, SummerSlam is gonna be the worst when they get Cardi B. Okay. She's probably just gonna be there for a segment, or maybe an in-ring segment, and then maybe like Sasha Banks or the whole women's roster come out and beat her up. Or that maybe they'll just come out. They'll all come out and like maybe Megan Thee Stallion will come out. They'll all sing WAP. I don't know. Maybe she'll sing WAP at SummerSlam. I don't know. Or she'll just be there with her fake boobies and her fake nails and just look pretty. Thank you, Vince, for this opportunity. Okay. And then Sasha comes out like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. I mean, SummerSlam, minus Cardi B, from what the rumors are saying, it might be a good damn card. Brock and Lashley for the WWE title. Cena and Roman for the Universal title. Sasha and Bianca for the women's title, the SmackDown women's title. That's the 3 women matches, as far as I know, that could happen at SummerSlam. But we're not even at SummerSlam yet. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. All right, I think we're just about done. The Insanity Plex, good friend of mine. It's not the dude. It's not who I think it is from the Pedo Fed. I mean the XWF. It is what it is. He says, "Hi Gilly, we love you. I love you too, man." But yeah, that Pedo Fed can kiss my ass, and the owners there can kiss my ass too. Those pedo lovers. But I digress. And by the way, if you're asking, not in eFed anymore. My eFed days are kind of on hold right now. Hopefully the evil Fed comes back better than ever, and they give me the goddamn world title. I deserve it. Just say. Yes, I know. Jack in the Box fast food. I know that. It's in California, I believe. Yes, Nick knows about Rome Roaster. Nick, next time you're there, go get me a cheeseburger and bring it to my house. Oh, wait, I live in Jersey, so you can't do that. I wish there was one here, but sadly, we don't have that. All we got is, I think, McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King. And a couple of local restaurants. Not that bad, but yeah. Brennan and Carr, if you're in the Brooklyn area. That's another one. Okay, final comment from Nick. Asuka singing WAP. Well, she won't be singing it in English. I don't know how you say WAP in Japanese. I think Just say WAP. I think, I don't know. Or maybe you should just say sushi. I don't know. Maybe they'll call it wasabi. You want this wet ass wasabi? Oh boy, I just killed my Japanese audience, but it is what it is. And Rose is sleeping. I don't give two craps, but it is what it is. Yeah. That's it. But yeah. Oscar's ain't gonna sing WAP. But she'll sing some Japanese tune. Or maybe the theme song to Dragon Ball Super or something like that, or Pokemon. You know, the Japanese songs from Pokemon. No. Pokemon! Nick says her singing WAP would sound like a hentai or any other Japanese porn. Yeah. Maybe, I know it's not Japanese, but if Asuka knew about Gem, maybe she could sing the theme song to Gem. Gem is your name. Gem. Or, Josie and the Pussycats. Or Sailor Moon, I don't know. Or the Power Rangers theme, I don't know. Or maybe the Yu-Gi-Oh theme was basically everything, or the Inuyasha theme, or not Naruto. Basically anything Japanese anime that's made that has a theme song, should probably sing it. Maybe bring back Kairi and both of them can sing it, or have Asuka sing and Kairi play the recorder or whatever, and just both of them look hot. And that's it. Nick says if it's Asuka twerking, I'm watching. Have you seen her TikTok? Was she dancing? I think you have. I mean, I don't have TikTok, but I've seen Asuka's TikTok, and mostly it's her dancing here and there. It's like, not that there's anything wrong with it, but and she's funny, Her YouTube page is blowing up. I think she has Instagram. I know she has Twitter, but I rarely see her on Twitter. And I think she has Instagram, but I rarely see her on Instagram that much. And that's that. But yeah, but Asuka can dance. Not great, but it is what it is. Sexy. All right. Let's end this now. It's 3:15 in the morning. Who doesn't want that Who doesn't want that Japanese WAP? People don't like Japanese people. I assume. I don't know. WAP is WAP, and that's all I gotta say about that. Oh boy. WAP is WAP, and most of these people, these marks on here, they'll never get WAP. Good WAP, I'm talking about. The only WAP they'll get is from that mama, but it is what it is. And that's it. And the Insanity Plex says he's gay. More power to you. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so that ends this bad boy up. It's 3:15 in the morning. I'm going to sleep. So thank you all for coming in. Thank you to Nick, as always, for coming in. One of my main supporters, Alejandro Claza, another main supporter. And the Insanity Plex coming in, as always. Blah, blah, blah. To annoy him with the pedal fed. But it is what it is. That's it. That's all I got to say pretty much about that. So thank you all for watching. Once again, 4 out of 10 stars for a mediocre Raw crappy ending. Shayna Baszler cannot act, and she's getting just. I hope by SummerSlam she gets released, or by the draft she gets released. I mean, it doesn't matter. It won't matter if she gets drafted to SmackDown. She'll just get buried by freaking Bianca, and Sasha, and maybe Bayley too. That's it. She's not going to be a big star. There's no way she's going to get a women's title. Vince hates her, so why don't you just release her already? End the torture. Let her go back to the MMA, or maybe go to Impact or go to AEW and just destroy people. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. Raw sucked, as always. And I think it's going to get a 1.3 rating. Or maybe a 1.2. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. So that's it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on NXT with the priceless announcement. The million belts coming back. That's the big announcement. It's the go-home show before In Your House 2. So we'll see what happens with Raquel Gonzalez and Ember Moon. Raquel's taking on Dakota Kai this week. So see what happens with that situation. We got the Fatal 5-Way match with Killer Kross defending against Adam Cole, baby. Pete fucking Dunne, Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly. That's it. And I'll thank them at the end of Raw so I can edit this up and watch the end of Raw at the same time. The horrible ending that it is. Oh, God. That's all I got to say about itself. So enjoy NXT tomorrow. I think it'll be a better show of the week. And we'll see what happens with that. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be back with my AEW review. Just get that out of the way. And then probably my NXT review will probably come either late tomorrow or Wednesday. And that's it. I got a long week ahead. Friday you got SmackDown and AEW. I gotta do my predictions for In Your House 2. And then I gotta do my review for In Your House, which I think is gonna come next Monday. Because I'm very busy this weekend, and next Monday morning I'm very busy. So the reviews will come eventually, but that's all I gotta say about that. So, all right, I'm gonna shut up. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. And yeah, WWE fucking sucks. And all you marks that praise this goddamn company, you suck even more. And to all the people that bash WJ, Scott Casey Gale, and Jerry, kiss my ass. And that's all I can say about that. Good night, everybody. I'm out. Peace. And if you're not down with that, fuck you, man. Suck on it.